All right. Any more Raw?
Oh, yes. I forgot. It's almost done. It's not Raw anymore. It's almost cooked. Bron Breakker and Jey Uso. I have observations. Bron Breakker is the greatest star in the history of wrestling. He is more natural, and we've been watching him for about 3 years now. I think he has done better in the first 3 years in taking this more naturally than anybody in our 2001 OVW class. The timing, the flow, the smoother work. Jay, after 15 years, ain't got the timing. And Bron's having to wait for him or adjust for Jay. And that's the thing. Bron was aggressive in this. They went a while, threw a few breaks. Bron is a heel. He does heel shit, not just move after move. But then he does the Breakensteiner or the spear or the clothesline. People love that, but otherwise he's an obnoxious heel in word and deed. And, it just, at one point they were doing a 1-2 and Jay's timing is it's a beat off. And Bron had to adjust for him rather than the veteran giving the rookie the flow. But they love Jey Uso. He's over, so you can't, take that away from him. But anyway, at one point, Bron did give him a belly-to-belly overhead. And instead of going overhead, Jay came down on his shoulder and his arms. His arm rather. I think he was going sideways like Magnum TA, and Bron was going overhead like a Northern Lights, whatever the fuck. But they did some good false finishes with the spear and the Breakensteiner, and finally Paul actually did something. Paul drew Jey Uso's attention, and Bron got the chair, and then Paul had to referee, but Jay kicked Bron, and he lost the chair, and Bron went to the floor, and when Uso hit the ropes to dive on him, Paul pulled his leg. And that's the most physical that poor old Paul's been in years now. I hope that they didn't have to brace him with a series of hydraulic braces so his shoulder wouldn't come out of the socket when he did that. But anyway, Jay goes after Paul on the floor, and this was a great part. And people are loving this shit because they had the "this is awesome" chants going, and they got the false finishes in. And now Uso's after Paul, and Paul whips his suit jacket off, and he puts his fists up like he's going to fight him. And then Seth levels Jay from behind. Ding, 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 get the DQ going. And then it's Seth and Jay fighting, but Bron stops Jay, and they get some heat on him. But here comes Sammy. And Sammy comes to the ring to face off against Bron and fucking Seth. But he's going to need help. And the people start chanting, CM Punk, CM Punk. They're calling for it. And then, like Mussolini, because you chanted for me. And the place blows. And as Punk comes down to the apron and jumps up next to Sammy, they cut the music, and the whole arena sang the rest of the fucking song a cappella. A cappella, oh, a cappella. The whole place sang to the bridge, as they say, and then they jumped in and got in a big fight and went out to the floor and had the big four-way, and Bron tatered Punk on the side of the head. He was like, Jesus Christ. And they fought out into the arena, and the people are going crazy, and it's all wild, and this was great. And then Jey Uso gets back to his feet in the ring and goes, well, where'd everybody go? And he turns around, and Logan Paul's in the ring and knocks him out. And scene. So the last 5 minutes was just swell.
All right. Well, that was WWE Raw. Big Saturday night's main event coming up. Is that this weekend?
That is Saturday night's main event on Saturday and Sunday's hangover from AEW on Sunday.
Double or Nothing Sunday.
I'll take nothing.
Which show do you think will be better?
Are you kidding?
I'm talking
Well, it depends on.
Anarchy in the Arena. This could be the one that's finally good.
No, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for hours upon hours upon hours of self-indulgent marks over and over masturbating and filleting themselves in front of a small to mid-sized crowd and pretending to be superstars, then you're going to go with AEW. And if you're looking for actual legitimate superstars to come out and do the bare minimum for the shortest amount of time, then you're headed over to Saturday night's main event, baby. So what do you think? Should we go feast or famine?
I think it may be feast and famine this weekend, and of course we'll have that next week here on the show.